Hello everyone, it's thomasjujube, and welcome to my review of Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger Time Slip Dinosaur Panic, the really long name for the summer movie of Ryusoulger that features dinosaurs, robot dinosaurs, knights, dinosaur knights, and time travel. This movie has obviously been out for a while, but I'm just getting to it now, so please don't get mad. In case you're new here, I've actually done a few videos prior to this on Ryusoulger, including a full season review and how I think Hasbro could adapt the season as Power Rangers Dino Fury, at least before we knew it was called Dino Fury. If you're excited for Dino Fury, be sure to let me know. I'm very excited for it. I can't wait to buy all the Ryusoulger toys in America. Be sure to check out those videos out after this one if you're interested in more Ryusoulger, and also check me out on Twitter and Discord if you want to hear more of my thoughts on Ryusoulger or just anything in general. I've got those links down in the description in case you're interested. So this is a pretty short movie, so there's not really much more to say, so let's just jump right into the review. So overall, I felt that this movie was just alright. I didn't think there was anything particularly standout amazing with it, but I still had fun with the whole thing, maybe just because of my love for Ryusoulger as a season, so that might help a bit. I liked the basic idea of this movie having just the Ryusoulgers go back in time and meet their ancestors, encounter the origins of the Geiselgarmer, who would later go on to become one of their greatest foes, and then their greatest friend. I think the idea was handled mostly pretty well. The time travel here is a bit weird here, and it's funnily not because of the logistics like most other time travel in tokusatsu. The time travel here actually makes sense. I really like the time loop idea of the Ryusoulgers inspiring the lessons that they themselves would go on to learn, and even ensuring their own existence with the destruction of the meteor. That's not really something I would expect from Ryusoulger, and it was a fun addition, and I thought it fit in with the tone of the season. What I have more of a problem with regarding the time travel is how it happens. The wormhole Minosaur, I know that's not the name, but the actual name is stupid long, and I'm not saying that, just comes out of literally nowhere, both to get the plot moving, and also because it shouldn't exist at all. How did Yuno create a Minosaur millions of years before Kreon would arrive on Earth? It should be impossible, right? Now, yes, that has happened in the series before when Master Pink inexplicably created a Minosaur while she was dead, but it was stupid there too, so you can get all the way off my back. I hate both of these. I would be able to forgive it if it wasn't just for how the Minosaur totally messes up the pacing of the first half of the movie. After the cold open, which I will talk about soon, we spend a few minutes with the Ryusoulgers in the present day in the museum before, bam, Yuno arrives. Then they start to talk with Yuno and learn about her before, bam, Minosaur transports them to the past. Then we get the introduction of Geiselg in a brief fight before, bam, back to the future. And now it's time to fight the Minosaur again with all the Kishiryu before, whoops, back to the past we go. But then from there, we actually stay in the past for the rest of the movie before the end scene, so that's cool, I guess. I think it would have made more sense to just switch the Minosaur fight and the first encounter, so we basically cut the movie in half between going to the present and going to the past. I think that would make everything flow together a bit better, actually a lot better. I don't like the pacing in the first half. Also, I want to point out that one of my theories about Geiselg in the Psycho battle revolved around the Ryusoul temples using time travel because of Yuno, and you may be thinking after seeing this movie, oh, there goes that theory, oh well, but you underestimate how much I like the series and how it still could make sense. The meteor in the movie must have some sort of time travel material in it or something, because after its destruction, of course, it creates the wormhole Back to the Future, and as stated by Valma, when it hits the ground, it would create a wormhole for some reason that Ko could use to get to the future as well. Now, one would say, oh, that's just stupid, but that would make sense if this meteor has those kinds of properties. So then I'm assuming after all the meteor chunks landed, then the Ryusoul tribe would use those, not knowing that it could create time travel scenarios, and bam, now we've got time travel temples, and the whole thing still works. Aside from that minor hiccup in the first half of the movie, I had fun with this. I loved seeing more Geiselg fight scenes since that suit is just really good, and seeing the rest of the team in action fighting against it was awesome as well. The main fight in like the middle towards the end of the movie is just like one long continuous take, or at least made to look like one, and it's awesome. I love immersion like that. I really like that part, and I don't think it happened in Ryusoulger before, so it was really cool to see that here. Then there's also Ko's one-on-one fight with Valma that was also really badass. Once again, not just because of both of these amazing suits now, but also because it was really cool to have Ko teaching one of his ancestors what it means to use the armor they're wearing. And once again, fill in that time loop idea that I mentioned earlier. We also get another great moment where we zoom into Ko's eyes, and he's like really pissed off, and it's kind of frightening, and I quite like that. It's pretty cool. And despite its awkward placement in the middle of the movie, I still really enjoyed the Mind Store fight. I love that we got more mix and match Kishiryu combinations with it. The bulk of the fight is just with Kishiryu 5 Knights, which it's alright, but I really like the different motions we get it in, obviously because this mecha is just really agile. So I love seeing this big bulky mecha just move around really quickly. But then we also get some more mix and match Kishiryu combinations with the mecha, featuring maybe my favorite instance of it with the Infinity Blade. This thing can actually be made with the toys, just in spite of how insane it looks in the movie, and I love that. It's such a cool idea. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't actually use it in the show. But speaking of the Kishiryu, my favorite part of this movie is actually right at the beginning with Kishiryu Jin and the Druidon battle. As much as I like this movie, why didn't the movie take place during that time period specifically? It was so cool to see Tank Jolt and Gadgetus actually on screen together on the same side during the height of Druidon power, especially when they're really massive, and see one of their wars with the Druidon tribe against the predecessor of the modern day Kishiryu, Kishiryu Jin. And we do get a bit of a fight scene with the two of them, and it's amazing. Kishiryu Jin is so cool. I love the swords, the fire for some reason. It was awesome. And then it lasts 20 seconds before Kishiryu Jin just gets completely sidelined and turned into a faceless mecha that's just destroyed at the end of the movie to destroy the meteor. Why? Why do you do this, Ryusoulger? To be fair, the opening does serve its purpose, so this is really just a bunch of bias on my part because Kishiryu Jin is my favorite mecha in the season, and it's so sad to see it just get completely underutilized. It does nothing in the movie. It gets nothing to do in the movie. And I honestly just prefer the idea of the Ryusoulgers working alongside the rest of their tribe to defeat the Druidon in the ancient past before they return back to the future. That would have been a really cool thing to see as well, especially just because that army shot in the beginning is awesome, and I would have liked to see the Ryusoulgers or Geizolg in it. Like, Geizolg just gets a little shot in that moment. Why did we do that? Why did we do those flashbacks? I just wanted to see that. I didn't want to be told about it and get quick glimpses at it. The movie we got is fine. I enjoyed it, but I just really prefer that small taste of something else they gave us in the beginning rather than the full meal that was served at the end of the day. I can't cook, so I don't know why I'm making a cooking metaphor, but that's basically my thoughts on the movie overall. So be sure to let me know what you thought of the Kishiryu Sentai movie down in the comment section, and check out those other Ryusoulger and more Super Sentai content if you're interested, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.